Hello and welcome. This is Christina Hills from the Website Creation Workshop, and welcome to this special call on 7 ways to get more prospects, more clients, and more money from your WordPress website. And my name is Christina Hills, and you are in the right place if you want to grow a social following that loves you and buys from you. You want to be able to sell directly from your website. You're in the right place if you want to be able to manage your WordPress website without having to pay for every little thing. And you're in the right place if you just know that you should be doing more with your website, but you're not sure what to do. And you're in the right place if you already have a WordPress website. Now, if you don't have a WordPress website, that's okay. You can stay on and learn. This is mainly aimed at people who have a WordPress website. But let's just take a little poll now and find out, do you have a website? Do you have a website? Yes, I built it myself in WordPress. Yes, I hired someone to build a WordPress site for me. Yeah, but I'm not sure what kind of site it is, or no, I don't have a site yet. So this gives me an idea of the folks who are here. Gets me to know a little bit more about you. So if you just joined us, we have a poll on the screen. You just click in the box and then I'll share the results afterwards. And so almost everyone has voted. Just click on the screen and then I'll know. So if you built your site yourself in WordPress, you hired somebody else to build one for you, you've got a website but you don't know what it is, or you don't have a website yet. All right, I think I will close the poll. Everybody quick vote. Click on the screen. All right, I'm going to close the poll and share the results. So half of you have one and you built it yourself in WordPress, and I'm sure there's a lot of people here who went through my foundation course. Some of you have a site, but someone else built it for you. 8% have one, and 14% of you don't have a site yet. Well, that is okay. Let me just mention that if you don't have a website, you will learn a lot from this training. But in the beginning, when I got started, I have a beginner WordPress course, and that's going to come up in about a month. So if you don't have a website at all yet, you'll want to watch for that foundational course. But, you know, some folks already had a WordPress website and wanted more. So there's a lot of people in my community. They've got a website. It's already built and installed, but you want to get more out of it. So today you're going to discover how you can use your WordPress website to grow a following that loves you and wants to buy from you. You'll learn about selling directly from your website and get the most from your WordPress website without having to pay for every little thing. Those of you who have a website and have paid others for updating and maintaining it, I'm sure you know what I am talking about in terms of paying for every little thing. Well, my name is Christina Hills, and for 10 years I've taught more than 2,600 coaches, consultants, speakers, authors, and business owners how to create their websites in the Website Creation Workshop. And before that, I was a visual effects artist working for George Lucas's company, Industrial Light and Magic. And here are some stills. This is my IMDb page. I have a page on IMDb, and it shows the films that I've worked on. And here's just a few of them. E.T. the re-release, E.T. the extraterrestrial, Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World, Star Wars Episode 1. So that's just a little bit of my background. And yes, Angela, I am on IMDb, which is kind of cool. It was a great career, but now I work from home, so I have tons more flexibility. All right, let's get back to the topic at hand. All right, so you've got a website, but if you build it, will they come? Right? So that's the thing. You've got a website, but are people coming to it? Are you getting the most out of it? Is your website doing for you what it should be doing? So, what I'm going to be focusing on today is this concept of your website marketing machine. And we're going to go through this different cycle and talk about how to get your website to do more for you. So, the first thing that I want to focus on is refreshing your site, refreshing and updating your website. And also, I do want to mention that I will be taking live interactive questions at the end of the presentation. All right, so I'm hoping everybody can hear me okay, and I'm going to move along. So, we want a fresh, healthy website that's clean on the inside and out, right? So, what do I mean by that? A fresh, healthy website? Well, are you embarrassed by your old, worn out site? I mean, this definitely happens. Your site gets kind of old and tired. And I like to compare it to a haircut, right? So, ladies, I know you can relate to this. Men, probably same with you. You know how you're like, my hair's fine, I look good, my hair's fine, it looks great. Then all of a sudden you wake up on one day and you go, oh my gosh, my hair looks awful. I need a haircut. I need an uplift. I need to do something. And it's really funny how it's not gradual. It's just like one day it's like, ugh, I hate this haircut. I got to go to the salon. So the same thing happens with websites, right? At some point, you're going to get tired of your old theme and want a new one. So, your old design. So, let me just show you some of my theme designs over the years. So, this was my very first one for the website creation workshop. This is my blog. This is what it looked like. Then I did an update, added more colors, improved the header logo. Then I switched from the logo like this to a stacked logo. And the reason why I did that is for mobile readiness. You want to have logos that fit more into a square shape than a long rectangular shape. So that was the design I had. And now I've been working with this design for a while, which I really like a lot. It's very much of a magazine style design. And these are both mobile responsive. So let's talk about mobile responsive for a moment. Is your website mobile responsive? Yes, no, or I'm not sure. And it's quite all right if you're not sure. And people can just vote. Is your website mobile responsive? Yes, it is. No, it's not, or I'm not sure. And if you remind me, I can show you this fun, easy demo at the end of how to see what your site's going to look like on mobile. All right, let me just close that, share the results. So half of you say yes, 16% say no, 30% are not sure if it's mobile or not. And are all WordPress websites mobile responsive? No, they are not. It all depends upon the theme. So let's just go right into it. So here's what people see when your website is not mobile responsive. They see tiny text, tiny pictures, pinch, zoom, and slide to read. And what you want them to see is a website that will respond to the dimensions. So here is an example of my site. I'll show this later, and it is responding. It's adjusting the size of the picture, and it is adjusting the headline. See, backing up This is not being adjusted at all, and it's way, way too tiny. So you want to have your site be mobile responsive. Let's talk about, so we're talking about cleaning up, having your site be clean on the inside and out, and broken links. You might have broken links on your site, out of date plugins or themes on your site, updates. With WordPress, you want to keep things up to date. WordPress is a free software. Let me go to this next slide. But when you log in, you'll see this little orange circle, and it will show you that you need to keep your site up to date, or there are updates to be done. The other thing about a WordPress site is that you could have abandoned plugins. So there might be a plugin that you're using, but it has been abandoned. So you don't want that. So here's another little poll. This is for folks who have a WordPress website. Are you updating your plugins inside WordPress? Yes, I update them. Sometimes I update them. No, because I don't know how to do it, or I don't know what a plugin is. And Tim is asking about abandoned by whom. Plugin authors. So if you could just, I'll just say this while we are talking about, well, you're taking the poll. I'll explain about abandoned plugins. Plugins are software, most of them are free, that you add to your WordPress site. And because they're free, people are doing them pro bono. And these are programmers. They live all over the globe. And sometimes these programmers get bored, tired, they move on to other projects, and so they abandon the plugin. And so that's what an abandoned plugin is. All right, let me close this poll. If you could just click on the screen, I'm going to close the poll now. Share the results. So half of you are updating your plugins, 19% sometimes. 21% of you aren't doing it because you don't know how, and 8% don't know what a plugin is. So a plugin is, let's see, I'll go back. So a plugin is a software that you add on to WordPress. It's kind of like adding apps onto your phone, and when you add them on because you want to do something special in your website and you need to keep them up to date, right? Software just has to be kept up to date. It's not hard to do, takes a few minutes, but it's, part of keeping your site fresh on the outside and the inside. So I want to move on. So we're going to talk about your website marketing machine. That's just kind of a let's keep your site up to date. I now want to move on to creating content, right? So this is the second thing, is easily creating content for your website. So the way to get your website to work for you is to put out content. So typically when we think of putting out content, we think of putting it out in a blog, having a blog. A blog is a nice method, and some people think of their blog as their newsletter. It is a nice way to share your expertise with the world and not necessarily need to be selling or promoting yourself all the time. So first off, I want to know, as I've mentioned, this is very interactive. Do you write blog posts? So are you writing blog posts? Yes, I blog often. Yes, I blog sometimes. No, I don't do blogging, or I'm not sure what to do. And don't worry about whatever answer you have. This is a way to kind of take an assessment of, wow, where am I? Where am I in my business? And so some people don't write blog posts. It's not sort of part of their formula. I like blog posts because Google likes blog posts and it gets me more exposure. All right, just click on the screen. I'm about to close the poll. And so let me close the poll and I'll share the results. So 15% blog often, and I guess I didn't define what often means, but I guess it's how you feel about it. 43% blog sometimes, 36% don't do blogging, and 6%, now that's quite all right. You're just not sure what to do. All right, well, I want to give you some content creation ideas. So I want to give you some 3 simple content creation ideas. So why am I stressing creating content? I'm stressing creating content because it then becomes shareable for social media, and I'll do a demo of that in a little bit. Joanna reminded me about doing that demo. It becomes shareable, it gets your message out there and gets you more exposure, right? You can get more free exposure by creating content. All right, so the first one are news headlines or current events. So when you look at the magazine shelf or the news headlines, their headline ideas will give you hints for topics to write about. So maybe you're not doing grilled cheese, but maybe you're a life coaching, 25 ways to get success from your life coach. 7 essential oils you need right now. I mean, you can take any kind of headline from the news and rewrite it to have it apply to you. Or you could take things from the actual news events, like the eclipse is coming up. So maybe you want to write some kind of article that pertains to your business, but kind of piggybacks off of the eclipse or anything else that's in current events. So that's one content creation idea. Another one is YouTube videos. This is one of my favorites. YouTube is a great resource for ideas and inspiration. You don't have to have your own YouTube videos to use them. Meaning the whole idea behind YouTube is it's a place for people to share videos. So you don't have to make a video, you don't have to worry about copyrights, right? If you go to YouTube and you find a video and I'm just making a note. You go to YouTube, you find a video that you like, it ties into your business, you can add that video to your blog post and then share it and maybe write a little commentary about it. But it's a great way to get yourself out there without having to be the one to make the video. All right, so that was the second of the 3 simple content creation ideas. The third one is a top X formula. How many of you remember David Letterman and his top 10? I always loved that. I always stayed up for David Letterman's top 10. I'm dating myself a little bit. You could just write in the chat if you remember David Letterman or if you have no idea what I'm talking about. But, it'd be really late at night, but I wanted to stay up for the top 10. So, use top 10. Or it doesn't have to be 10. It can be any number. Top 5 plugins you should have for your WordPress website, top 10 reasons why you should consider eliminating carbs, top 3 travel destinations, 7 things you should consider before purchasing your next smartphone, or top 10 questions to ask when hiring a coach. Now, I love this bottom one. It could apply to anything. Top 10 questions to ask before hiring a massage therapist, or top 10 questions to ask for before hiring a business coach. Or why don't you type in the chat what you self-identify as? Are you a coach? Are you an artist? Are you a consultant? Um, top 10 places to never hire a consultant. So just type in the chat. I don't have a slide for this. Okay, so we've got an intuitive coach, consultant, social media manager, uh, you know, a health coach, you know, top 7 questions to ask your health coach or before you hire a health coach, life coach, publisher, whole food chef, lifestyle strategist, a financial consultant, recovery coach, and a wellness coach. I think you get the idea. And I love author, marketer, publisher, beautician, health and wellness, recovery coach, divorce coach. We got a lot of different folks here. So this should jiggle your brain of something you can write. And writing something like this will definitely help you in attracting your right audience. All right, so let me just recap these uh, 3 simple content creation ideas using a news headline, current events, YouTube videos, or a top X formula. So coming back to my little diagram of your website marketing machine. So we're talking about using your website as a marketing machine, as a way to attract your ideal clients. And I'm moving on now to social media. Number 3, make your website work with social media. So this is a slide. If you've been on a webinar with me before, I like to show this slide a lot because this is the way the world looks. Your website is the heart of your marketing. So this is where you put your effort into, and then you share out to other sites, attracting people. So for some business owners, their clients are all on Facebook. Other business owners, their clients are on LinkedIn or Pinterest or Instagram or Twitter. There's many different places where your clients can be. And so by using these tools and tactics that I have for you, it will help you get more exposure. Because look at this. Facebook now drives more website traffic than Google for news. So people are getting their news from Google. You can also get your news from YouTube as well. And I mentioned that to somebody the other day, and they were a little old school. They don't really do social media. And I said, yeah, I go onto YouTube, and all the news agencies, because they're smart, they know not everybody's watching TV. So you've got CNN and NBC and Fox News and all the different MSNBC. They clip out the top news stories and send them out on Facebook, on YouTube, etc. So this is why you need to be on social media. Now, you don't need to waste all your time on social media, but you need to have a presence. And you need to integrate your website with social media. So this is a screenshot of my site, and I'm integrated on social media in a couple of ways. One is sharing articles, right, when I want to share an article, and another one is connecting with me on social media to connect with me. All right, I got a little poll here. Are you active on social media? Are you active on social media? Yes, a lot, multiple times a day. Yes, somewhat, about once a day. Yeah, but hardly ever. Or no, I don't like social media. And it's okay if the answer is no, you don't like social media. I think, everybody who is on social media has a love-hate relationship with it. Yes, so you can just click on the screen. I definitely have a love-hate relationship. It's like I like Facebook, but then I spend too much time on Facebook. All right, I'm going to close the poll. What do I mean by active? John is asking, that means, do you have an account? Do you go to social media? So some people have accounts, but they hardly ever go there. Some people go there multiple times a day. So that's what I mean by active. All right, I'm going to close the poll, share the results. So about 75% are very active, either multiple times a day or once a day. 10% of you don't like social media, and 16% have accounts, but they're hardly ever on there. Well, social media plays a part in your website marketing. And the thing is, you can be listening to me, you can hate social media, but even if you hate it, you've got viewers who don't hate it. And so you definitely want to have some kind of presence. All right, I'm moving on to the next one, which is email marketing. That is a biggie. Number 4, grow your list with irresistible free offers on your website. So I'm going to talk about email marketing right now. So you want to be able to capture leads and build an email list. That's the term, capture leads. Because here's the thing about email marketing. In order to email your list, you have to email your list. And I know that sounds a little bit odd, but it is the truth. That in order for your list to get used to you emailing them, you've got to email them. So for this call today, you probably received several emails from me because I want to make sure I'm catching people at different times and on different days. And if it's like me, I often want to sign up for something and I forget. All right, so let me do an overview of the opt-in process. And I don't have a slide for this, so why don't you just type in the chat. Are you already collecting leads from your website? Yes or no? Are you already collecting leads? And it's okay if the answer is no. We got some no's, no, not yet, some yeses, and it looks about 50-50. Okay, good. Then this little website will help, this diagram will help explain the process. So here's an overview of the opt-in process. Somebody comes to your website, they see your free opt-in offer, they enter their name and email, and they get to a thank you page. While they are doing this, then behind the scenes, whatever system you're using, their name and email goes into a database, and then the database software looks up to see what email message or series of messages should the person get. So let me show you here in this little example. So here's a opt-in for this free webinar. It's got a little bit of a different design. And you click on the register now, and up pops a dialog box to enter your name and email. And then you get to a thank you page. So that is the basic process. Here is another one on my sidebar. Here is an opt-in box to get one of my free reports. So I have multiple lead capture opt-ins. And then when you opt in, you get to a thank you page that has a video and a download. So that is an overview of the process of opting in. And I like to explain this process because sometimes People get the thank you page concept a little bit mixed up. And sometimes you have and I don't have a screenshot of the email. Sometimes you'll have an email that will send you to get this download as well. So this is a web page that someone lands on to download the PDF and to watch the video. So they opt in and they get to a thank you page. So that was the email marketing. Now I want to talk about search engine optimization. Number 5, optimize your website for Google, right? Google and search engine optimization, the shortcut is called SEO. SEO stands for search engine optimization. And although WordPress is already very search engine friendly, there are things a non-techie can do to boost your SEO results without needing to hire an SEO expert. So let me just explain this if you've never had this taught to you. This will be a little bit eye-opening. When you go to Google and you search, the listings on the left are the free search results underneath the ads. See, there's a couple of ads here. And let me back up. On the right, these are ads. So when you do a Google search, left is free, except for these ones at the top, and then on the right are the paid ads. So looking at this a little bit more, this is called a title tag. A title tag is the tag that shows up as a blue headline in the free search results. So you should know this term. It's a title tag. So this is the title tag in Google. When someone searches, this is what comes up, which is called the title tag. You'll also see the title tag up in the top of the browser. So the article title, the title of the article in WordPress is the title that will show up on top. So what you want to do when you have a WordPress site is you always want to write good article titles that have keywords that people might search on and so your site is more attractive to the search engine and so it explains to people what the article is about. All right, so that was search engine optimization. So we're continuing to go through your website marketing machine. The next one is selling online. Selling online. Selling your products and services online. And I don't know if I have a poll for that. Yes, I do have a poll. Do you want to sell from your site? I mean, some people don't. I'm just curious for the folks here. I want to sell products, I want to sell my services, I want to sell both, or I don't want to sell from my site. And it's quite all right. Like some authors are not really selling from their site. They're connecting to Amazon and letting Amazon sell their books. But I just want to get an idea of the folks who are here. So if you could just click on the screen, I'll close the poll and share the results in one moment. All right, closing the poll, sharing the results. So most of you want to sell both. I recommend that. Some want to only sell products, some only want to sell services, and 11% don't want to sell anything. So let me go through this diagram of how a product is sold online. And I will have a demo for that right after this slide. So here's the basic process. And I love teaching with these diagrams because the internet is very ephemeral. There's not really something to touch and see. So hopefully this will help clarify the process. So somebody comes to your site. and they find a product for sale and they click on the Buy Now. That then takes them to a shopping cart order form, a page where they can enter their credit card information. As soon as they enter their credit card information, they get to a post-purchase thank you page, right? So a thank you page is any page you land on after you've taken some kind of action. So the visitor, the customer, goes through this path. Right at this point, when they enter their credit card info, the money either goes into your merchant account, or if you're using PayPal, it goes into your PayPal account. And at the same time, the customer data goes into the shopping cart database. And that looks up what did this customer buy. If they bought something physical, maybe it kicks off a notification to the shipping department, or it sends out an email receipt, a message to you, and any kind of autoresponders that would go back to the customer. So I'm going to get out of PowerPoint for a moment. I'll come back to PowerPoint, but I want to show you a demonstration of this. So if we go to the website transformation workshop, this is my registration page for my training program. And I'm just going to close your eyes so you don't get dizzy. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom and click on there. I've got a full pay and a payment plan. Click on the Enroll Now, and then that takes you to a shopping cart page, right? And this is a secure site. It has a little green lock, and you check the terms and conditions. You enter your name and information, and then it will take you to the thank you page, and the thank you page is inside my training program, which I'll probably show a little bit more at the end. So that is that process that I showed you here. They buy, they get to shopping cart thank you page, they click to buy, get to the order form, and then they get to the post-purchase thank you page. And I can show what the post-purchase thank you page looks like in a little bit. All right, so that was a brief demo of selling online. And let me now go to statistics, right? And statistics sounds so boring, but tracking your website stats is how you make improvements. So let's talk about website statistics, because I know we have a lot of creative types on here, and creative types usually get pretty bored when techie types start talking about statistics. So in simple terms, website statistics is collecting data of how people are visiting your website. So by looking at your stats, you will be able to understand your audience, you'll be able to fix errors, and it'll help you discover what kind of articles to write, right? Your more popular articles, you're going to want to write more articles about that. Now, Google Analytics is one of the best, if not the best, statistics system to use, and the great thing is it's free. You don't have to pay for Google Analytics. And here's a screenshot of Google Analytics, and here is inside WordPress. I have a plugin so I can see my stats right inside WordPress. So this is the website marketing machine. This is refreshing, creating content, social media, email marketing, search engine optimization, selling online, and statistics. And why do I give you this or talk about this in a circle And the reason is because it's not necessarily linear. You can work on these things, make improvements in any order. And this is what I do in the website transformation workshop. This is my intermediate program for folks who've got a WordPress site. And let me just go into what it's all about. The website transformation workshop, you've got 7 modules to go through to transform your website into a client magnet. You start where you most need it. You've got 24/7 access. There are 12 months of live coaching calls. Most people have a shorter coaching call access. You've got 12 months. All calls are recorded for download and replay. And you get answers to questions about your business and your website. And we have a Facebook group for community support. So Module 1 that I talked about in Refresh and Renew, hate your current web design. I'm going to teach you how to find and switch to an attractive new theme. Your WordPress site woefully out of date. I'll teach you all about important WordPress settings and plugins so your site is fast and easy to use, and how to clean out old abandoned themes, plugins, broken stuff that a developer would be charging you a lot of money for. So I love this module on Refresh and Renew because as a creative entrepreneur, there's lots of things you can do without having to pay out for that. Then in Module 2, Content Creation Secrets, you'll learn about how often you should blog, how long your blog post should be, how to develop a habit and system for creating content for your website and for later posting on social media, and how to find and add inspiring images and videos to your blog posts. Module 3 is about getting more social media followers. You'll discover how to get more social followers when people visit your site with easy to add social media buttons, how to know which social media sites to use and which you can ignore, how to get people to share your articles, blog posts, and ideas across the web with easy to add sharing buttons. Then Module 4 is growing an email list. In this module, you'll discover email marketing completely explained and demystified, how to easily add stylish email sign-up boxes on anywhere on your site, and step-by-step how-to instructions to set up any email marketing system with your new sign-up boxes. And if I'm going a little fast, I will be reviewing this as well as we talk on this call. So Module 5 is getting found in Google, Bing, all the other search engines, how to write articles that will make you show up higher in Google, how to optimize any page or blog post for Google rankings, simple adjustments and plugins to use on your site that will help improve your rankings as well. Module 6 is, just going through what the different modules are. You'll discover how to easily add payment buttons to your site, how you can use PayPal, Stripe, Amazon, or any shopping cart you like, and you can do this in just minutes without having a lot of techie skills. Then Module 7 is about tracking and analyzing your visitors, how to add Google Analytics dashboard to your WordPress site, how to understand what is happening on your site by reviewing your stats dashboard, and you can use this knowledge to improve your website to make it more sticky. So that term sticky means people sticking to your site, so people can stay there longer and convert from prospects to customers. And for each module, I have a checklist. So I don't know about you, I love checklists. They help me stay focused on what it is that I need to do, and I check it off, and then I don't have to remember, and I come back to my checklist, and it's just a way to focus. And you see this is a training module checklist. Each module has its own, and we've got all these different areas in one place. You get, with the website transformation workshop, live coaching calls for 1 year. So we've got twice a month live group coaching calls for 12 months. Bring your questions that you have about transforming your website and get coaching help directly from me, Christina Hills. You can attend live or listen later. You don't have to be there. You can submit questions ahead of time, and I'll answer your questions on the call. Everything is recorded and stored in our online membership area for you to download right away. Then I have the Go Fast or Go Slow. It's your choice. And I got a little frog in my throat. Some people, hold on while I cough. Some people like to go fast. Some people like to go slow. Some people like to go fast through one module or slower through others. I've designed this program so you can go at your own pace. You don't have to track along with anybody else. So you can start turning your website into a marketing machine. You can start with refreshing, or you can start with creating content. Maybe you don't want to, maybe your site looks fine, but you want to focus on content. Maybe it's social media that you want to start with, or email marketing. Or after email marketing, you want to move on to SEO or selling online. You see, I have this in a circle, or improving your stats. You can go in any order you want. Fast or slow, you can ignore. If you don't want to sell online, you can just ignore that module. That is how I've designed this course. Let me show you a few student success stories. Here's Rima Pruitt. Let me read to you what she said. She said, Christina breaks down complex processes into easy to follow steps. As an instructor, she puts extra effort and energy into all of the live calls. The website transformation course goes above and beyond what it promises, plus it delivers a whole lot more. I can't thank you enough. Wonderful. Sally Stone's comments. She says, Christina Hills has been my go-to mentor for building my own website since 2012. Her trainings have empowered me to maintain control over my website, which has been crucial to updating my website in a timely, affordable manner. When I was ready for my business to expand and take advantage of the modern, very real need to have social media, email marketing, SEO, and appointment tools, which I'll talk about in a bit, to better organize and manage my website, I took Christina's website transformation workshop. The result for me has been a complete website makeover that I'm really proud of and very excited to unveil. Then we have Ellen Wanamaker, and I actually have 2 sites to show of her. She says, my website is no longer just a cyber office. It's all SEO optimized and cleaned up. I have my opt-in gift. I have a calendar online where potential clients can schedule free consults. I also have my biz Facebook page connected to my site and started to blog. Since that time, I've run 2 ads and brought in a number of great prospects that have accepted my help. Let me go to the next slide because this is her other screen. Her other website, I think she's got 3 websites. I'm continuing to read what she says. Here's to Christina's website transformation workshop, one of the best investments I've made in 2 years. Second only to the website creation workshop. Kudos, Christina. Can't thank you enough. I know I couldn't have done any of this without you. So I want to show you again my own transformation. My first website, updated it, added more colors, made it mobile, and then came up with a new design. All right, so how much could this cost you? So I'm talking about updating your website yourself, being empowered. I'm the DIY. I like to teach people to be empowered. So a custom design could cost you 10 grand. New website with off-the-shelf theme could cost you 5 grand. Webmasters typically charge $100 a month just to update and back up WordPress for you. Changes, edits, and new work costs more. But you're not going to have to pay $10,000. You're not going to have to pay $5,000. I probably should be charging $2,000, but you're going to be able to transform your website into a client magnet for just $225 a month for 4 months. And let me go into the bonuses. First bonus is online appointment bookings. In this module, you'll discover how to take appointments right on your website using an easy-to-install plugin, why you should use this for both paying clients and potential new clients, and then how this will save time for you and make your clients happier. So let me just show you. This is Sally's, and she's got her appointment booking set up. I taught her how to do that. And just think, how many times have you wanted to book an appointment with somebody? Maybe it's a hairstylist or a massage therapist or a doctor or a coach or whomever, and they didn't have online booking. So then you had to call them and email them, and they get back to you. Or same with you and your clients. Your clients want to book time with you, but there's all this back and forth, and then you hold the appointment, but then they don't take it. Book your clients online. It's going to save a lot of time and money. That's bonus number 1. Bonus number 2 is my Divi theme training. It is a theme that you can use to create one-page websites, and I will show you that again. I'll show you 2 examples, one of a one-page site and then one of a inside my members area. This theme will take your WordPress knowledge to the next level, so you can create designer-looking sites without hiring a designer. So the benefits of the Divi theme is you've got visuals complement the copy. It's very flexible. Now, I'm not saying you have to use this theme. It's just a bonus if you're eager to switch themes. And here is an example of one of my students with a one-page design with a top menu. And I've got more examples. So Joanna, if you can get together some more examples when we get to the Q&A, I may show some more examples. So Divi theme training. The other bonus, that was a bonus if you want to change themes. The other bonus is a private Facebook group. So I have a private Facebook group, and that is where in between live calls, you and I can interact. I can give you feedback. You can get feedback from the other students in the course, and is a great way to keep things flowing, keep your motivation going. When you learn something new, share it with others as they will with you. My program is 100% guaranteed. It is risk-free. I'm so confident in the website transformation workshop, and I know that if you follow the steps and do the work, you will have a truly transforming experience for you and your website. And just to back that up, we give you 45 days to decide if my teaching methods are for you. If you decide this course isn't for you, just let us know by email and you'll get a 100% refund of your course tuition. So let me break down everything that you're going to get. You get 7 website transformation workshop training modules. $2,000 value. You get that includes live coaching Q&A calls with me for 1 year. You get the bonus training on how to do online appointment bookings. You get the how to create a one-page design style website with a Divi theme. You get the website transformation workshop private Facebook group. Total value $3,100, but we are running a summer special $795. That's $200 off the regular $995 price, or 4 payments of $225, which also saves you $200, but it'll save you $50 a month. Normally it's $275. So you want to go right now to websitetransformationworkshop.com and get enrolled in the course. This is a recap of what I've just covered. It's going to tell you everything on that page. So you're going to want to go to websitetransformationworkshop.com, websitetransformationworkshop.com. Joanna, if you can, yes, I saw you put that into the chat.